Scott, and back with another video for you. I wanted to go through um, basically where you should be and where you want to be by the end of this week. So we should be finished with checkpoint 2. Like that should be fairly well in control. You received a slide with 4 pictures from an anonymous partner. And basically on checkpoint 2, you just generated a list of as many questions as you possibly could think of that you might want to ask this person to get to know them better from what you know of them with the 4 pictures. The more questions you ask, the more likely you are going to dig down into what you really want to know about this anonymous person. So don't be afraid in checkpoint 2 to ask what you think is a silly amount of questions, okay? Because it's not. So that should be submitted and done. If you need help with checkpoint 2, reach out to me, email me, and we'll get that taken care of. I want to talk more today about checkpoint 3 and what to do there. So first, I'm just going to go over the 3 big pieces of what are going to happen in checkpoint 3, and then I'll show you on Summit what it looks like. So first of all, in checkpoint 3, we need to talk about the different types of research that you may be able to do when you actually start generating ideas for your own project, because the type of research that you do is going to change the way that you conduct whatever it is that you decide to do, the way that you reach out to community members, if you use data, if you don't use data, those types of things. So the first part of checkpoint 3 is all about types of research. The second part of checkpoint 3 is going to have you go back to checkpoint 2 and sift through the list of questions that you generated to ask your partner and pick out the very best to use in an email interview that you're going to send to them. And then the last part of that checkpoint is actually drafting a formal email with final questions to your partner and then submitting it so that I can then take that email and forward it on to your partner. And we're trying to keep this anonymous, so that's why you're funneling everything through me, is so you are able to keep your anonymity. That's a big word, okay? Okay, so I want to show you on Summit what that looks like. So if we go to checkpoint 3 right here, and it says how to research, tells you the 2 skills that you're going to be graded on, which is planning out and carrying out investigations, and then making connections and inferences. The purpose of this checkpoint is hopefully for you to be able to identify types of research, and then moving forward with your research that you're doing in this project in order to finish the final product, which is going to be your narrative. Okay, so part 1, before we go too far down the rabbit hole, we need to talk about types of research. And these are just the most common types. I've listed 5 here for you. Problem-oriented research, which usually deals with some form of data. Audience research, which means you are writing for an intended audience, like you're writing to someone or a group or something like that. Market research, which is looking at competition between products or businesses or those types of things. Process research is where you basically figure out how something works and able to help someone create a final product, okay? And then skill-based research is basically learning how to do something that you don't know yet. So like riding a bike, if you don't know how, would be skill-based research, right? Like creating a new podcast, if you've never done it before, would be skill-based research. So in this top part, all I want you to do is just give an example of each type of research that you might be able to do, and then highlight the one that we are doing right now with your partner. And I hope it's fairly obvious which type we're using right now in order to figure out who your partner is. Okay, if not, email me and I'll help you with this part. Okay. Part 2, here's where you're going to go back to the questions that you already generated in checkpoint 2 and pull out the best of them and just list them right here. You can copy paste if that's what you want to do. Okay. Then once you've done that, you're going to come down here and create a formal email for the person that you are wanting to interview. Okay. So you're interviewing your anonymous partner. Remember, it's a formal email. If you will look in the resources underneath checkpoint 3, there is a slideshow there as just a reminder of how to write a formal email. I can tell you, adults in general, are fairly not great at writing formal emails, and we all could use a brush up. Okay, so look at that slideshow before you do this. Okay, remember, you're going to have who this is to. It's from you, so put your name there. You need a subject so that the person that's reading this can quickly see what the email is about. And then there's going to be the bulk of your email. And then I will send it for you once you submit this to Summit. Okay. That is basically what you need to do in checkpoint 3. If you have questions, absolutely email me. I meant to share my schedule with you, and I haven't done that yet, so it will be on your calendar for Thursday, Friday, so that you can see where I am in the building if you want to come and find me too. Feel free to come and find me during the day. Please don't feel like you're bothering me. Even if I'm in a class, I will help. You may have to wait a couple minutes, but I absolutely want to help you. So let me know what I can do for you, and I will see you all super soon. Bye, guys.